All right, let me start sharing my screen. All right, guys. So in this session, what we are going to talk about is, see, most likely you guys have installed a couple of tools that I have mentioned already, and you must have received these tools via WhatsApp link, right? And if anyone not installed them, I'll reshare these tools again today. Please try to install those required tools for this session. All right. And one more important thing. So this is not going to be theoretical sessions most likely, and most 90% of the course should be on the practical basis. So we only focus on practical stuff rather than theoretical one, right? So what we are going to learn, that's going to be a question, right? So we are going to learn the DevOps concepts. So how this would help you? So this would help the current market. So current market is completely, on the trending technology. One of the trending technology is DevOps, right? In this particular aspect, what we are going to learn, what is the cloud that we are focusing? So our initial focus cloud is like a GCP, and uh, what we're going to do is we are going to run our application in GCP platform. Okay, and for this you need to have many tools to be available, and you should have a knowledge of it actually. Okay, so you already installed Mobile Extreme and other tool. So today I'll be sharing more tools in the sense. So we need to have a GitHub setup also. Let me send you list of. There is one second. There is a documentation that we already had that I'll share with you guys. So these are the tools that I'm going to talk about. See, Mobile Extreme that we have already installed. We need to have a Git and VS Code, Docker Desktop, GitHub, Helm, Notion, all this stuff actually. Okay, when it comes to this, before getting into our actual sessions, we need to have this tools to be installed on your missions. And for this, we have already documented each and everything in a proper, with proper screenshot, step by step. So it's like a, do-it-yourself kind of, document that you can directly dive in. Let me, yeah, here, for example, you must have already done this one, right? Like Mobile Stream. What is the other tool that I have shared with you guys? Like a GitHub setup?
VS Code.
VS Code. Okay. So I'll be sharing other tools also. So you can see here we have a list of stuff actually. So you need to have a GitHub setup, and we need to also have a one VM. You need to create one VM actually in one of the cloud service, which is GCP. Here we have given all the directions like what needs to be set up actually. And before that, you need to understand basic, uh, for all this, right? What is the basic stuff, right? So we need to have operating system actually. So operating system, what does mean by operating system? Like currently you are using Windows machine, right? Windows computer for your work, but majority of our like in our session, right? So we don't use Windows platform. Instead, we use Linux box, Linux OS. In Linux, there are many platforms: Red Hat Linux, Ubuntu, and many more, or Amazon Linux. So many Linux versions are there. So what we focus is we will focus Ubuntu Linux, Ubuntu OS. So this is one of the Linux family of OS. So for getting started with our actual program, So we need to understand what are the like how can, for example, you are completely new to a Linux platform, or like majority of people are very new to Linux OS. So in Windows, what you can do, hey, can you get me a file in a D directory, for example? So what you do, you directly use your cursor, right? You use your cursor to move here, and you go here, and then if there is a D directory, then you will click there, and for example, uh, drivers, you will go like this, correct? But in general, this is how we do. But when it comes to a Linux box, right? In Linux, you cannot do like this. So whatever you want to do, you need to try with commands only. Like where do you run your commands? So for running your commands, you need to have a one terminal. Okay. So in Windows, I think you must have seen there is a command prompt. There is a, if you type CMD, you can see a command prompt, right? So this is one way of doing in Windows actually. See, in Windows you can like when you click on the command prompt, this window is open up. Now instead of doing, let's say, if I want to do any operation, let's say where is currently it is in C Kumar Makala, for example, right? And what is this location? So if we click here, users and Kumar Makala. So this is what it is opening up actually, which means what? If who's it? My screen is not visible. It's not visible for everyone.
It is visible.
One second. Let me use this. No, for whom it is not visible actually. Hey Komal, is it not visible, Komal? Hey, how about audio quality? Is audio quality is good? Okay. When maybe you can switch to your network. You can switch your network.
Okay, sir.
Go on mute, guys. Thank you. Yeah. So what you will be doing, like as mentioned, right? So when I open this command prompt, it opened. See, by default, it opened this location, right? And which means that what? So from not only this location, so you can go to any location. There is a commands actually. So you need to understand what are those commands. So for example, you want to let me show you something, or let me keep aside like this. And what is the location? Yeah, Kumar Makala, for example. Okay. Now, what are the other folders are available? You can see OneDrive, right? OneDrive folder. You can see Postman. You can see many other folders, correct? Now, there are certain commands. For example, let me give it a shot. I want to open. I want to go into this folder. Test 2, 3, 4, 5, for example. What it does? It does nothing. I'll consider one which has some data, for example. Um, some Okay, for example, in documents. So I want to, there is one more folder called documents or downloads, for example. We click on this document, you can see many stuffs, right? Many files here. Now, what I want to do is, I want to getting into this, folder, and I want to see what are these files, how many files are there, or what are the files available under this. So how I'm going to do it? So in Windows, so directly I'll go here, I'll click here and the downloads, then I can see all the files, correct? But in Linux, it's not like that. So in Linux, what you have to do is you have to do all the way through commands only. Now, so what is the folder name? Folder name is downloads, correct? Now there is a command called, just it is just a example, but I'll be giving all the commands in one go. So CD. CD means in Linux we used to say folder is like directory. Like we used to call folder, right? So change in Linux we used to, instead of saying a folder in Linux we used to say directory. Directory means folder. So CD means change directory. So change folder. Okay, change directory to what is the folder name? Downloads. If you just you know type D for example, you can give a tab. It will give you all the available options. See, I'm just giving a tab. CD download. So what I just did. So previously it was in which location? The previous location is C users Kumar Makala, right? And then from there, what I have did, I want to getting into this location, right? That's why I just given this command. Command is cd space downloads. So this what this does actually, it would help you. This command help you to getting into downloads folder. Okay, which means that what is the current location? The full location C users Kumar Makala and downloads. And now you want, for example, you want to create. Now you are in this location. Okay, originally this location, which means that you already changed your folder location to downloads. Now you want to see these files, right? In Windows you can see like this, but in Linux what you have to do is you have to see you have to give a command called ls actually. Ls means list of files. Okay, but since it's a Windows, since it's a Windows prompt, right? It's a Windows command prompt. This won't work. It's a ls is not recognized as an internal or external command because this is my Windows computer and Windows, command prompt. In Windows, there is one more way. So there is something called dir. If you just give a dir, it would give you list of all the available files and folders in this. You got it? There are many things. But we don't want to focus much on Windows commands because we are not going to use Windows commands anywhere actually. Instead, we are going to use all the way Linux commands. Okay. So now you have a question. Hey Kumar, like I'm using Windows computer and I don't know where to where to go for a Linux box or Linux operating system. See, if you are using like most of these days, most of the computers, right, most of the operating systems comes with Windows for Linux. So in a search bar, right, what you can do is, see, in the search bar, just search for WSL. If you just search here, this one, you can see this like WSL means like a Windows for Linux actually. Okay, which means that in Windows system itself, you can run your Linux commands. Okay, so for some people, let's say if they're using a legacy operating system, which means that very old operating system, let's say Windows XP, Windows 7, Windows 8, such kind of operating systems does not comes with, or they don't ship this WSL operating system. Okay, WSL application along with the Windows. That time what we can do is we can install them, or this is one way, or what we can do is we can use like Ubuntu operating system, we can directly, instead of your Windows system, I will install alongside with your Windows. Meaning your system, your computer will run with two operating systems actually for your work. Okay. So if you're already having WSL, so we don't need to install a separating operating system. If you don't have, then I need to think of other options. So you need we have to go with a separate Ubuntu installation and your mission, or I can grant you access to one of the cloud mission, cloud Linux mission that you can access from your computer. You can access from your terminal itself. Okay. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to use as mentioned, right. So we only focus on Linux box, so Linux operating system. So you need to type this WSL, open this, and for me this command prompt. This command prompt is no more useful. So I'm going to close this. Got it? Now, so this is like when I click on this WSL, so this terminal will open or pop up. Okay. Now, so this is a Linux operating system actually, like not operating system. It is a Linux way of interacting with your Windows machine. Now, if you want to see like what is your current location, let's say what the command is pwd, like present working directory. As mentioned, folder means directory in Linux. Okay. So it is in root. We need to switch to Linux once again. Hey, Dinesh, like there is a direct command, right, for switching to C directory.
Yes, sir. CD mode, sir. CD /MNT.
What is that?
MNT.
That's it, is it? Okay. PWD. Oh, it went into mount folder actually.
Yes, sir. No LS.
It is showing this. No, can't this directly getting into this directory, like a C directory location?
No, sir. Like this one, we need to go.
There is okay. ls it's showing a two host. Once again, let's quickly check this.
Yes, sir. Here. CDC. Yes, sir. LS.
Oh, got it. Yeah. Before that, let's quickly go and check, verify the contents actually, whether we are currently into the. Okay, got it, guys. See, so we don't use much of Windows related stuff since we use only Linux box, right? So this is the way. What is this? It's saying ls permission denied, but still it cannot display all the. These are the hidden files, guys. Okay. All right. So nothing need to worry. Anyway, if you struggle with this, you can also use the same thing. Since the session is recording, right? You can use this prompts, cd mount, and if you mount it, like if you do ls, it will display um, a Docker desktop and host. So host is like our machine actually. Okay, our Windows machine. Cd into host and then ls. It would display all the available directories. If you click on here, it is only showing this C, right? Um, because this is running as a this is from the WSL, right? It would display other system related directories also. But our focus is like we need to work with Windows C directory, right? So that's where we just click on here. Now, if I want to switch to C directory, cd space C directory, name of the directory. And then if I list out all the things, so now I am able to see all the available, um, available folders and files, right? Now, if you want to do, previously what we have done is we have getting into C directory. Now there is something called users, right? What I want to try is getting into users, okay? cd space, where is the users actually? You can see here, right? Just type shift and u. That would help you to help you to type capital U and give a tab actually. See, most likely don't type anything, guys. Don't type everything. Okay, not required. So U1 tab. Did you see this? So now what it does? Now we are switching to user directory. Got it? Now you are here in this and do like for when you're learning, right? You have to do ls always so that you will understand. Okay, you're in the right path. Okay, now I'm able to see this Windows folders and files. This would also help you to understand to you all the see default. You were saying everything actually. Default user Kumar Makala. There are many things. Don't worry about some files which got extra added, which is generated by system. We don't need to worry about that much. Okay. Now, again, what I want to do is I want to getting inside this Kumar Mokala folder. What is the command? cd change directory. What you have to do? Just give a capital K and tab. Okay. Now we're inside the Kumar Makala directory or folder. Now give again ls. So ls is the command to list. Ls means like list command actually. Okay, list me all the files and folders in that particular directory. That's how we do our commands. Okay. See, so far we have only used 3 commands, guys. Right? What commands we have used? CD command we used, ls command, right? We just did only 2 commands, CD and ls, nothing else, guys. Right? Right. Now, what else you want to try? So I want to try, for example, I need to create one folder, right? Let's say I want to create I'm a movie lover, for example, and I want to create one folder for movies, right? So how we can do it? So there is a command called mkdir. So mkdir means make directory, like a create a folder. Okay, mkdir space um, movies. So how this would help? This would help me to create a movie folder actually. See, I just entered here. So currently there is no movie folder, right? Now you can see one movie folder got created with date also we can check. See, did you see this? Movies. When it got created, 18th, it got created at 18th date. And what is the time? 7:21, which means just now. So like this, see, in Windows, right? For example, if you want to create a folder, you need to go here. You have to click on the new folder, right? Let's say delete one, for example. I just created one folder name called delete one. Okay, that's it. But if you want to create multiple folders in Windows, again you have to do like this, correct? You have to again go click here, create a delete two. Understood? This is how you do, right? But same way in with commands, right? mkdir. Let's say I want to create 10 folders. Let's say for example, so movies it's already there. Uh, let me use some word some folder name with multiple, let's say folder 1, folder 2, folder 3, something like this. Let's say let me use movies folder 1. You can directly give, meaning with commands, right? You can create multiple in one go. You got it? So if you see, just like that, you created 5 folders in one shot. Did you see this here? So what command you have used for creating a folder? mkdir is a command. Okay. So mkdir is create a new folder. New. I would say I want to stop using folder. Instead, I want to use a directory. Okay, create a new directory. New directory means folders actually. Okay, and let me also copy that command so that it would help you to create. It would help you to understand many things in one go. Got it? Now that you have created only folders, right? Now you want to create a. You also want to create what? Let's say files you want to create. You created folders and you would want to create files. So how you want to create a file? In Linux, we have few commands. See, there are in Linux everything like in DevOps, right? Most likely we everything talk about with commands only. If you are very good at Linux, you can play with this mission like anything. Okay. Now, if you want to create a files, there is a command called touch. Touch, and you can give a file name like this. If you want to create multiple files, same. File name 1, first file name, right? Yeah. Now, did you understood? So meaning by using just touch command, we can create multiple files. Now, let's say, for example, now I want to create a, let's say, a movie, first one file inside the movies actually. Okay. Now, yeah. Now what I want to do is I want to create one file inside movies. Okay. Now who can tell me what is the steps actually? So steps is, see, now you are in which directory. So to know currently what's your path, right? PWD, present working directory, which would tell you where are you currently. Okay. Now it is clearly telling you, hey, you are in inside this location. Okay. C uses Kumar Makala. Okay, the first one, which would help you to getting inside the Windows, Windows system, right? And now I want to create one file inside this movies. How we can do it? So what is the command to getting inside to movies? Command is cd, right? Yeah, cd, what is the location? Movies 1, for example. Okay. Yeah. Now, see, now I want to create one file inside this. So that's why I given a command cd space movies 1. Now I entered here. I'm currently, I'm inside this movies 1. Let's create one file. So what's the command? Touch command, right? So example. So what file I want to create? Let's say I want to create some text file, sample dot text file, for example. Okay. You can create any file. You can create a PDF file. You can create a Word file. Any file you can create. Okay. It is just that, you have to use touch space that file name. That's it. Go here, and now currently under movies directory, under movies folder, there is nothing, correct? If you go ahead and touch and touch would create a sample.txt file now. Did you see this? The sample.txt file has been created. So this is how we, this is how we will create files and folders in a Linux box, Linux system. Okay, these are very, what we can say, this is very funny way of, learning things, right? Just that you need to understand very few commands. See, though I am using, how many commands I have used so far? cd ls, mkdir, touch. So for pwd, right? Present working directory. You understood? See, basically, this is nothing to do with it. It's just, list the files and folders, and only 3 commands only we learned so far. Correct? Even present working directory also, it will simply displays the location. That's it. But what exactly it does? So change directory, which would help you to move from one folder to other folder. Make directory, which would help you to create a new file, brand new folder. What is touch? Touch is help you create a file only. Okay, touch for creating files, for creating files, and mkdir for creating folders. Make sense? And this is for changing from one folder to another folder. And one more thing we had to learn in, in this. See, currently, what is our location? The location is like currently you are inside. See, some people, what they do know, they'll try to, they want to create some folder. Let's say they want to create some files inside. They want to create some files inside the movies, for example. Okay. So what blindly they do, they say like they don't know which location they are in. So they want to create a movies in movies too. in movies 2 folder, they want to create some file. Let's say so touch, they directly select uh, file3.txt. They don't even think where they are in actually. They try to do this, and they'll directly go and check in movies too. They'll complain that, oh, there is no file available in this. Understood? Now, if you see like where it got created originally, since you are inside this movies one folder, even whatever you created a new file, that should be available in movies one only, right? See here, they may people may tend to make mistakes like this. And now you want to understand. Okay, so by using CD, you getting inside the nested folder, right? For the C folder, users Kumar Makala folder, and movies one folder. Now you moved forward. You are moving forward, correct? Meaning one folder to other folder. Now, how we want to come back? Now uh, I want to jump into this location. Let's say I want to go to movies to folder now. How you can go? So people, the mistake they do is they do like a CD movies to, right? Will it work or not, guys? Who can tell me? Movies 2 is under where actually? So movies 2 folder is under Kumar Makala, correct? But what I'm doing, I'm inside I'm inside movies 1, correct? I'm inside movies 1 folder, but I'm trying to do movies 2. So in movies 1 folder, there is no folder name called the movies 2, correct? Let me quickly show you like why it won't work. So what I'm trying to do is in movies 1, I'm trying to change. See, they think that, hey, when I do CD movies 2, it will directly go to movies 2 folder. Okay, let me do this. Let me crash this. Did you see this? Hey, CD movies 2. It is giving error actually, saying there is no such file or directory. What does really mean? Your complaint is, hey, no, the movies 2 folder is available, but why it's not going? Because why it's not going is since it's trying to find a file, it's trying to find a folder inside this movies one. Now let me help you to create one more folder name called movies 2 inside this. Let's do that, okay? For your testing purpose, movies 2. I created one folder called movies 2 inside this movies one. Now if I give this command, this worked. Did you see this, guys? So previously, when I hit this command, like when I execute this command, cd movies to, it complained that, hey, there is no file called movies to exist, right? But after creating this folder movies to, after that, if I execute this command cd movies to, it went inside. If you do a pwd, now you understood you are inside Kumar Makala movies 1 and movies 2. Now you need to again you need to I don't want to do this, so let me, this is for your example I created. Let me delete this out. Okay, now if I do this again, this would break. See, I deleted this folder, and if I hit this command cd movies to, no such file or directory. Why? I have deleted this movies 2 folder inside the movies 1. Now if you want to come backward, right? Which means, uh, what is your current location? Movies 2. Though it's available, though it's not available. See, you are in. Oh, sorry. Actually, since the terminal itself, you entered in. That's why it got stuck there. Now, if you do CD movies 2, it won't, because that movies 2 folder is not available inside movies 1. Okay. Now, how we can getting backward, which means that you want to switch to this location, right? So first, what you have to do is there is a command called cd only again, cd space dot dot. If you give 2 dots, it will go one step back, which means where? So cd space dot dot. Did you see this? So previously, what is your path? It was inside movies one, and cd space dot dot helped you to come one step back to the folder location. Okay. Now Kumar Makala. Now under Kumar Makala is movies 2 is available, right? Now if you want to getting inside this, what you can do? Change directory space movies 2. You got it? Yeah. Right. So now what I have done? CD helped me to come one step back. Like how if you want to go all the way to for example one step you are talking, right? Again you were saying with example we will try. Again we will go with two more steps, 2 steps, 3 steps, in one go, right? Now I'm inside movies 2. Let's create one folder here. So how to create a folder? Let's say mkdir. I want to create a folder. Let's say um, horror movies. Uh, Meaning inside movies 2, I'm creating some folder name called horror movies. Got it? Now what is this? What is this location of horror movies? So horror movies inside movies 2. Understood? So if you do a PWD, it will tell you, hey, you are inside the movie. You are inside this Kumar Makal location and movies 2 folder. Now I want to see you created this. You created this. What is that? Folder, correct? Now you want to list inside this movies 2. You are seeing here visually, but you are not seeing in under movies 2. You are not visually seeing it. But in Linux, how you want to do it? You need to issue command ls list files. See, it gave you a file, like it gave you results where you can able to see the what file got created. Correct? Yeah. Now I want to getting inside this movies directory again. How I can do it? Cd space. Just give H and give a tab. Got it? What's your current location? How do you know that? There is a command pwd, present working directory. Present working. It give me, see what it will give you is path of the present working directory. Okay, so it gave you, right? Now, so this is basics, right? Now I want to getting inside. Let's say getting inside movies 5 now actually, or getting inside movies 5 for example. Since I'm using this movies folder as example. Now how do you do it? CD would help you, right? Yeah, CD. So how we can go one step back? CD space dot dot, correct? Which means that which would help you to come one step back. Which means inside this movies 2. Okay, and if you give forward slash and double dot, so what it does is, so what is this actually? Double dot for one step back. One more double dot for 2 steps. This time it will directly come to Kumar Makala directory. Okay, now let's do that. Did you see this? If you do one single double dot, then it would come inside movies 2. Since I have given 2 steps, like this, you can give n number of steps. So for example, let's say now I want to getting inside host, for example. So for host, how many steps are there? Kumar Makala 1, users 1, and C1. Okay, meaning total 3 double dots I had to give, along with separated double dot with forward slash. Okay, CD space double dot for Kumar Makala, double dot for users, double dot for C. Did you see this? Now, you're under host directory, and if you want to see what are the folders available, give ls. Okay. Now, since as mentioned, like it is a root directory where initially we have seen this files folders, correct? Now again I want to getting inside. So this is what you have done, right? You with double dots, you can directly went inside this host location. Now you want to getting inside movies directory. Let's say movies tour we created. Now you want getting inside movies. Now what is the path actually? What is the full path? I want to getting inside users Kumar Makala. See users Kumar Makala. Where is this movies 2 is available? Here users Kumar Makala. Now movies 2, right? Now if you want to see this location, so what is the location? See users Kumar Makala and movies 2, right? See, this would help you to come a couple of steps backward. Now again you want to getting inside this horror movies, right? How do you do it? So what is the path? C uses Kumar Makala. You can do one way also. Again CD space. What is the location? C, right? Now you can above you can see the location, right? You can see the path. So this is the path I'm referring actually. Okay. C uses Kumar Makala, right? See, type U and enter, and type K and enter. Okay, you are inside Kumar Makala, and now under Kumar Makala, there's a folder name called Movies 2. You have to give. See, if a single file available, if it is a single folder, you can directly give. But for example, movie, no. See, for movies, it is still it is not directly fetching. Why? Because for movies, right, there are couple of the couple of folder names available. If you directly give movies, then directly it will go inside this one only. Since you want to get inside this movies too, what you have to do is you have to give movies two. You have to give. Okay, movies two. And what is the other location? What is the other folder here? Horror movies. Forward slash H and then tab. Understood? See, from with one command, instead of doing like this, like I'll show you. With one command, so instead of clicking multiple locations in Windows you have to click all the way. This many clicks happened actually in Windows, right? But in Linux, what happened? With one command, I have directly getting inside this the deep folder or nested folder. Okay, so now what you have to do is you need to understand the handout for the today's session is first first example first try to repeat the session. First try to repeat the session examples and then try your own examples. Okay, that's a handout for you actually, right? Now what we have done so far, we have only created files and files and folders and all, right? Now there is something, there is see touch command, it only create a file but it won't have any content. Now what I want to do is I want to create a file inside this horror movies. Okay, I want to create a file and also write some data into it. So let me do manually. Let's say how to create a file in Windows. In Windows, you just right click, create a new, so text document for example, and let's say document name is horror movies H movies. Let's say H movie 1 for example. This is how I create a file inside this horror movies, right, in Windows. And then if I want to write, I'll open this H movie and then type data here. This in Windows, correct? This is how we do it in Windows. Okay. And once you are done, you have to save it, correct? And once it is saved, once you saved it, tomorrow, if you want to, let's say this data is available in your movies to directory under horror movies. When you want to read it again, you directly come here, open this, you can see the data. Understood? But in Linux, how we do it? So currently, one file manually created inside this horror movies folder. Now with Linux, I want to see whether it got available. See, you can see, right? You can see this file is available, hmovie1.txt. Understood? So this got created with Linux. Now you want to create one more file with Linux command the same way. It's not only just creating a file, you need to write some text to it, right? Text inside, you want to write some data inside that file. So how you can do it? In Linux, we have a command called VA. So VA is Linux command, so which would help you to create a file. Also, you can write some text also. So let's do this. So here, how we can try VA space. Let's say my file name is um, horror movies, horror movie 2.txt. Uh, txt. Okay. So text file in Linux, we used to type txt, not txt, just like a txt. Okay. So let me execute this command here. So VA space, what's the file name? Horror movie 2.txt. So what it will do? It did you see this? It open a terminal here. It open a terminal where it is asking me to write some text. Now let's say got it. So I have written some text here. Now if you want to save, directly don't close actually. Okay, because if you observe, we executed this VA space horror H movies too, but this is not created yet actually. Why? Because after all, once you are done with this writing data into it, what you have to do is you have to press escape, shift and colon. Okay, and WQ. WQ means write and quit. This you have to type actually. So what you have to type? You have to press escape command, press and hold escape command, and also press and hold the shift key and colon. That would help you to place this uh, colon, and W means write, meaning write this whatever I'm writing this data. Please write into this file. Q means quit. Q colon means like quit. Now if I execute this, if you observe, if you look at the next screen, which has this horror movies folder, now this will get created. Did you see this? H movies to get created. So this is how you do with VA editor. So there is one more tool called VA editor this also we use a lot. VA editor and one more thing called Nano. Both serve the same purpose. So most likely we use VA editor. Nano also same, like with Nano also we can try, or you can try later. But you can use only one editor. That's fine. Okay, and y- see, once it got created, so you can open in Windows also, because since it is got created, right? Just right click, open with, for example, Notepad. See, whatever this file got created with Linux command. with the text with the data, it also saved in this file. Okay, your task also to create one more file called movies 3, for example. Inside this horror movies, you have to type all the data. Don't worry about it. So the instructions and other things are given already, right? So there is one Linux documentation that we have with us. You can directly take that as a reference also. So there is a Linux command documentation that we had. See, this is what we refer, right? Like ls, list files and directories. Okay, and cd, changing directory, that we have tried, correct? And present working directory we have tried. Mkdir we have tried. So there is command called rm. So rm, which would help you to remove stuff. Actually, I'll show you. So here now what is the now the files are available. Movies 1 and movies 2, correct? Where inside horror movies. If you do ls, guys, every command that you execute, right? Try to use ls command frequently, which would help you to understand, okay, what got changed, what got added, what got removed, because ls would help you to list out all the files and folders, right? So yeah. Now, if I want to remove this one, for example, if I want to remove this guy, movies text, let's say this for me, since these are dummy files, I don't want to keep in my machine or my operating system. I want to remove this. So what is the command? Rm space hmovie, right? Hmovie, there are two files are there. And if you give one, for example, I want to remove this one, right? And give tab, then it work. Understood? Hmovie, if you give tab, it would until the common name matches, right? It goes until there. And if you want to remove one, you have to type one and enter and tab. If you want to remove the second file, give number 2 and then give tab. Okay. Now, did you see this? So if you don't see any error, like if you execute this command, for example, since file is exist and you issue this remove command. removes or Remove command removes or deletes the files and folders. Okay. And if you see now, this got removed, right? When you do this command, like rm space movie 2, the other one got gone. It got deleted from this machine. Now I want to remove that other one also. Remove one, right? Movie 1. That it got removed other way. Both the files, right? Now, so this is one way of removing. Now imagine sometimes, right, we create some some dummy directory. Let's say I so inside this currently under movies, under movies 2 horror movies, there is no files actually. So because why? Because we deleted the files, and ls also not giving any, not listing any files and folders. Let me create a few files quickly. Let's say touch space your file one dot text, file 2 dot text, file 3 dot text, and file 4 dot text. So I'm creating 4 text files. Instead of giving some big name, which would take time, I just given some name with just one letter or two letters, right? Now if you see, there are 4 files are created. Now imagine you want to delete the uh, you want to delete this movies folder itself, or if you want to delete movies folder, horror movies itself, you should not inside this horror movies folder. Okay, you should come inside this movies too. Okay, under movies 2 only horror movies are there. Now you want to remove this horror to horror movies, right? Remove space horror movies. Now if you exclude this, what it says, horror movies is a directory. Understood? Which means what? It won't see you, the RM, it says like horror movies is the directory, you cannot remove. Now if you want to remove RM space RM dir, like remove directory. So now it says, so previously with RM command it says, hey, RM is like horror movies is like horror movies is a directory, you cannot do it. But I'm trying to delete this remove dir, remove RM dir means for deleting folders we use this command rmdir. So remove for removing files. Okay, once again, not folders. Yeah, rm for removing files, and rmdir for remove or delete the folders. Okay, and so if you observe, it is saying, it is complaining that, hey, I'm unable to delete this movies folder. Why? Because this directory is not an empty one. See, horror movies containing 4 files, right? So blindly you are deleting. You are saying like remove directory and horror movies. It's saying that, oh, okay, you're trying me to delete. You're asking me to delete this folder, but this folder is not empty. What if there is important contents inside this, right? Now, in this case, what you have to do is RM. So minus RF means forcefully. RM minus RF, recursively and forcefully. So there is one like we have to pass some extra arguments to the command. R means R tells like recursively, meaning remove every content. Recursively remove everything. F means force. I don't care about what inside it. So forcefully you are removing everything. Okay, let's try this command. What it says? Oh, for files it is okay. Let's try. Hold on. RM minus F. What's the command actually? It says uh, RM minus RF is to give actually. For removing this. Mhm. Hold on, guys. This is something include parents. Oh, okay. So it is giving the hint also, right? Remove directory if it is empty. Hyphen P. Ignore. Let's try to go with this uses. It says like we have to give hyphen P as the argument, including parent. Let's quickly search, guys. And one more important thing, everyone, right? So use ChatGPT extensively. So you today try to get access from us on the ChatGPT. See, you are not a god, guys, knowing everything, right? So sometimes, right, the command, the command or something might change its behavior, or you might not know also. For example, directly use like remove folder and its contents in Linux. So it's saying like RM itself, right? Correct. RM minus RF. See, sometimes, right? Why this might not work also? I'll tell you, because we were using, we are not using directly native Linux box, right? We are using WSL, and working with some features might not work, but we got one command here, RM minus RF. Let's try that actually. That's what I was talking, right? RM minus RF, RM movies. Yeah. Oh, okay. So RM minus RF also help you to delete all the contents. Where is it? Oh, it is able to delete its content actually. Hold on. Under movies too, if I see, it deleted folders and its contents. Yeah, there is a command. Sorry, my bad. You can keep this, which means that remove files and folders too actually. What is the command? RM minus RF. So that's what this two, right? Here R talks about recursively remove the files, folders. F means forcefully. Okay, so since it make it stuck, right? Let's do it one more example. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm creating a inside yeah. So inside movies one, there are two files are there. Let me create a few folders inside that. Okay, inside movies one. Now how can I go it? Go back one step, cd space double dot. Okay, now cd space. Now I want to get inside this movies one, and give tab. Right now, if I do ls, I'm able to see all these two files. Now let me create a few folders. Let's say mkdir. To create a folder, this is a command mkdir. So folder one, folder two, folder three, folder four. Okay, so four folders got created, and inside this, what I want to do again inside this folder one, let me getting inside folder one and create some file. Let's say touch. Let's say uh, file one dot text, file two dot text. Okay, so the intention is that inside movies we have multiple folders. See the one which you are seeing on the blue color text, right? So those are folders, and the white color text is files. Now I want to delete movies one. Now let's say how I can delete. You cannot delete inside this movies one, right? So if you want to delete movies one, you should get outside of this movies one directory or folder. Okay. Now if you want to delete this movies one, how we can delete? RM space remove space. So if we don't give options, right? Let's say RM minus RF, right? Let's try RM space. What is the location? Movies one. Did you see this? Movies one it's saying like movies one is a directory. Now it says like movies one is a directory. Now this is not helping me to remove, right? RM minus now RF. Recursively remove everything inside the movies, including parent, meaning even movies one also I don't want. Now if you see, so currently there is a movies one folder. Inside that there are many files and folders. Even inside file one, you can see some files. Now you want to destroy everything. That's where the option you should issue like R. Okay. If you do this, it deleted everything, including movies one. Did you see this? Movies one is no more exist here. It deleted it deleted everything. The folder inside movies one, water folder file, everything it got destroyed. So this is one of the dangerous operation actually, meaning once you delete, right, you cannot recover it back actually. Okay, so when you are working with remove command, please careful. So don't directly say in company, right? So uh, you're trying to remove some important document or important folder. Mistakenly, if you do a rm minus rf and that folder, let's say the folder contains 2 TB of data. Assume, like, company has 2 TB of, like, we are not talking about GB, like TB of data inside one folder, and mistakenly you deleted it, so that cannot be recovered. Okay, so please make sure when you are working with rm minus rf, this is a dangerous command. So work with cautious. So if it is really required, you need to take, see, if you're really sure, or you're confident that that folder is no more required, then fine. If it is a shared folder, meaning used by many other users, not only you, then you need to seek permission from your TL. Okay, hey, can I, if it is yours and you, like, mistakenly you created some folder, that's up to you. You can delete it without asking anyone. But if you ask it from something, someone, like, you should make sure that get approval before deleting some important folders. Okay, yeah. And let's focus on a uh, couple of more comments, right? So now we understood rm minus rf also is dangerous and important command, also also dangerous. Dangerous as it will leave the file, as it deletes the file permanently. Okay, now, so far what we have learned is, we know how to create a folder. See, we talk about how to create a folder, create a file. There's a touch, yeah, create a folder, creating a file, and creating file with touch command, and creating a file with VA. Maybe I'll just categorize based on that, yeah. And right, and one more command I want to talk about. See, sometimes, right, what I want to do, uh, movies 5, for example, let's say, go back here. Let's say movies 2 does not, it's some directory has some data. For example, Linux sessions, right? For example, so Linux sessions has some files. Now, what I want to do, I want to copy these files. I want to copy these files, okay, to movies 2, for example. So like this. So what I have done, so manually, I went inside this Linux sessions folder, and I dragged all the files, meaning I dragged the mouse and selected the file, meaning copied the file by pressing Control C, and I went back to movies 2 folder, and let's say, let me delete this, and inside this you just paste it, correct? Now this action you have done manually, understood? Imagine you want to copy, copy this stuff. Actually, how you want to do it? Let's say, what is the file location. See, you go back here, Linux sessions, right? You are inside this Kumar. So what you want to do is, let me remove the content what I just copied, because I want to uh, demonstrate example with the Linux command. Now, a Linux session. So what the command is? Command name is copy. So instead of writing copy, so Linux, it shortened the command. So the command name is copy. Okay, copy command. So copy command, which would help you to file copy of files, or directly you want to, for example, if you want to copy files from one folder to other folder. Okay. Now, uh, sorry, yeah, here. Now, what is the location? Linux sessions, right? Copy Linux sessions. Okay, space. Now, what is other? What is this? Is source actually source from this copy to, let's say, movies 2. Okay, so if you do this, it says, hey, I'm unable to do this. Why? Because see, in Linux sessions there are multiple files, right? If you open this, there are multiple files are there. So if you want to try this kind of command, you have to copy recursively. So for remove also we use, right, -r. So -r help you to copy this Linux commands, Linux session files. Meaning -r means like recursively copy everything, meaning recursively everything you just it go through each and everything and copy and push it to movies too. Okay, see, now it is working. See, now if you go and check it in movies too, the complete, the complete folder itself copied. You understood, right? So if you see inside movies too, only we are able to see this, right? Why? Because it copied folder name. Also, it copied every file. If you're getting inside this Linux, you can see the stuff. And most importantly, this also present actually, meaning copy command won't delete the existing it copies, meaning like copied only, no, it won't delete the existing one. Okay, so it won't delete the existing folder. Instead it copies that folder to another folder directly. If you're getting inside, you can see, you can also see this Linux too. You got it? So there may be a, maybe you were confused. Oh, why it got copied complete folder? Now you may be thinking that's not available, right? But if you see Linux session also, still it has the same file. Now let me try to copy in movies 3 now, movies 3 directory. So what I'm doing again, cp command -r. What is the folder? Linux sessions, where you want to copy movies 3. Okay, meaning you can copy a folder to a number of other folders. Okay, there is no restriction that no, you should only copy to one folder to other folder. No, once you have folder, that can be copied to any location. If you do ls of if you're getting inside the movies 3 and ls, you can able to see Linux sessions. If you're getting inside this Linux sessions, how? Cd space Linux sessions, right? ls, you can see all the files. Now again I want to uh, jump back to Kumar Mokala folder. So how? So how many steps you have to do? You have to come 2 steps back. So one step for Linux sessions folder, other step for movies folder. So how you can do it? Cd space // So you should not give back. Some people, like, mistakenly they give a backward slash. Okay, so that won't work. Understood? So if you inside this, let's say if you see this kind of terminal, right? Issue control plus C. If you type control CTRL plus C, right? Then you can execute. You can otherwise no, or you can do a double enter also. That also works. See? Yeah. But most importantly, when you are stuck with this kind of terminal, control C, which cancel that operation. Okay. Now what you observe with the copy command, it copies the file into other file, but keeps the original copy. Correct? Copy command, copy the files and folders and keeps the original original file or folder. Okay. Now, so this is a copy command. It keeps the original. So sometimes, see, once you have a copy, right, you may be thinking that, okay, hey, this is not necessary, for example. So let's say now you are thinking, this Linux sessions, right? I don't need Linux session anymore. I want to permanently move this to, let's say, movies 4 folder, for example. But I want to delete this. Okay. So for that command is move command. It move also exactly works. Uh, there is a command name called move. It exactly works as copy, copies files and folders, keeps, but it don't keeps, deletes the original file or folder. You understood? Now let's try with the move command. Since you got some familiarity with this, so a move minus r. So what is the folder? Linux sessions. Where you want to copy? Where do you want to copy? I want to copy into movies 4. Movies 4. So I think move, don't copy. You can move the R is required. Oh, R is my iPhone R is not required for move actually. Okay, yeah. Now if you see like a move space Linux sessions and move 4 movies 4, what did you observe? So previously you were able to see Linux sessions uh, folder here, right? Now it got moved actually. So moved to where? Movies 4. If you open this movie 4, you can see Linux sessions. So what exactly it does? Move copies the files and folders and deletes the original file and folder. That's what you have just noticed. Got it? You don't see any issue with this, right? Yeah. And if you want to getting inside this movies 4, how you want to go? So some people directly they say like movies 4 and complains that hey, it's not working. Movies 4 is available actually, right? Once again. So cd space dot dot. So where you are available? Hold on. Now they want to see sometimes, right? So people may think that movies 4, the Linux sessions is under movies 4. So what they want to do, if they want to getting inside, it's like a door, guys, actually. Okay, so you can imagine as doors. So let's say imagine Kumar Makal is the main entrance, and here there are many doors actually. If you want to getting inside this Linux sessions, so you need to open how many doors? You need to open, first of all, you have to getting inside this movies 4 room and getting inside this Linux sessions room, and then only you can see this. So directly, if you directly do give a cd space Linux underscore sessions, it won't work. It says that hey, there is no file and folder. But you may be thinking that hey, this file is available. Where it is available? It is available under movies 4. Then what you have to do? So one way is like you can go, you can give a movies 4. Again, you can give a Linux sessions. This one way, but this will be done by the beginner level of Linux person. But if you are get familiar with Linux, and if you want to play with it, so cd space, now you know what is the location. So movies 4 is the location, and you can give a complete path. So this direct command, like instead of executing multiple commands, so with single command itself, a single command space the full path. How do you know this full path? See, once you create it, then only you'll come to know. Or when you go and when you're getting inside, and if you give ls, it will give you the complete list of information, list of files and folders. If we give pwd, so which would give you present working directory. Now you can see this is complete path. Now you want, so if you know this, for example, let's say, though let me do one thing. I want to go how many steps? One, two, 3, 4, 4, for example. Okay, meaning I want to getting inside C directory. So cd space double dot forward slash double dot forward slash double dot forward slash four times, four steps, right? Because step one for come out of this Linux sessions. Next, second step for come out of from movies. Third step for come out of from uh, Kumar Makala, and fourth step for come out from users. Okay, if I execute, I directly come out. Actually, you observe, right? So this is how you come out from one folder to other folder, like backward. And now you want to go getting inside. Let's say if you want to getting inside movies 4, uh, yeah, movies 4 directory. Now since pwd, that will give you, right, you are into C directory currently, and if you want to getting inside movies 4, so what is the rest? C directory is right. You want to give this one. Copy. You can copy or cd space users k makala and movies 4. Movies 4. So this is how you can give. This way you can. That's what you need to understand, how to go from go forward. Also, you need to understand how to go backward. These two important. And once you are inside, always give ls command. That would help you to tell you what are its contents, meaning files and folders. Okay. And now, if you want to remove, for example, let's say remove the files that you already tried, rm minus rf. If you give this folder location, it would remove everything, right? And we have also learned what is a remove command, what is move command, right? Mm, and sometimes you want to see what its contents, right? Let's say instead of opening file, see what we do is, let's say if I want to see, if I want to view some files, and I created this, right? uh, I don't want to open this. Maybe I might open some text file, which uh, no problem, I can create some text file. Let's under movies 4, let me create one more text file, movies 4 example, right? And write some contents to it. Double click. Hello. Uh, this is, for example. Now I just closed it, and if you see, it got auto saved the content file. But in Linux, this is how we do it in Windows. But in Linux, you want to see what is it content side. Now, what is the file name? Example. But example is inside where? So people, what they do is, there's a command for cat. Cat means uh, cat for viewing the file content, content. So there is a command called cat. So cat example. So if I give a tab, it is not working. Why? Because this example is under Linux sessions folder. So I had to get inside this Linux sessions. So how can I go get in? How can I get inside the Linux sessions? cd space Linux, right? So this would help you to get inside the Linux sessions, right? And then give ls. So this would help you to list out all the files and folders. And command is cat. So cat command, what you want to see, I want to see you can see any file, but since maybe that's important files, I don't want to open in front of everyone, right? So cat space example or text. Did you see this? It's not showing anything, unfortunately. Ideally, it should display its content, Mm, it should display the content here in the terminal. Let me create one more file. Let's say inside Linux sessions, let's create example01.txt and write some content. Hello, this is Linux session, for example. So escape shift colon WQ. Okay. Now cat example 01, for example. Yeah. Now we are able to see, right? So for some reason, other file not shown up properly, but I created one more file with VA editor. So VA editor for creating a file, right? So we have described already. VA for creating of files. We have tried creating like this, and maybe I can give command also. VA editor. After that, what I have to do? Steps is enter the text inside the file. Okay. Once it is done, what you have to do is you have to press escape plus shift plus colon. You have to type this actually. Okay. Which means that you have to press and hold actually. Okay. If you get stuck, if you don't know how to do this, let me know. We can help you out understanding this. Creating this. Maybe I suspect that you may stuck with this. How I don't know how to execute it. You have to press and hold. That's it. You have to press the keyboard key and hold. That's how you should do. So that's about this about this data, and also we would want to learn one more quick example. I think it's too heavy for today, I guess. What the expectation from everyone is that you have to repeat all the all the examples that we have tried in this session. And anyway, this session recording will be available for you. I'll send you, I'll send you this link via email, so that if you have any doubts also you can go over. And for this as well, I can send you the other documentation that we created as per the reference for your practice sessions. Okay. I want to see more examples from everyone. So any questions from anyone?